Vasan, are you able to hear me?
Sir, good evening, sir. Vadagolam, sir.
Good
Yes, sir.
evening.
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, start in a minute.
How are you, sir?
I am doing much better. After about 8 days, I actually went out for a walk for a couple of kilometers, so that's a good positive start.
Vadagolam.
வாழ்கவையகம் வாழ்கவையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன். May the whole world live in peace, prosperity, and harmony. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good evening, everyone.
Good
May
evening,
the
sir.
force be with you all. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Good evening, sir.
All right. Okay, let me just mute everyone so that we are not having any crosstalks. Okay. Okay. Today I want to share with you quite a lot of lessons. First and foremost, I want to show you the difference in twin chart in a Krishnamurti Paddhati system. Vasan, let's get a volunteer, please.
Yes, sir. The known as hand raised.
It's okay, whoever is interested can volunteer and you can randomly also choose.
Okay, sir. Atul Tyagi, sir, please unmute yourself.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste, Atul. How are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir? I hope you are okay.
I'm doing much better. I went for a short walk after 8 days. Normally, that is a sign that I'm getting better.
Oh, that's a good news, sir.
So that little kitch kitch cough is still there. Hopefully, in the
Okay.
next few days, I will be better. I've just started eating normal diet from today, so I should be okay.
That's a good sign, sir.
Yeah. All right. Now I have taken a case study of twins.
Hmm.
Elder born at 5:57 p.m. Bangalore today at 18th March 2024 Monday. Younger born at 6:03 p.m. and same day today. Okay, the difference is
6 minutes.
minutes.
Okay.
And you will see how many different things that are different between the two of them. In our Krishnamurti Paddhati system, we are particularly interested in the exact degree minutes, degree second of each bhava.
Yes.
And you can find that the Lagna bhava has already varied by approximately 1.5 minutes. 1.5 degrees.
One and a
Okay.
half. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so approximately every 4 minutes is 1 degree. Alright, depending upon whether it is short ascension or a long ascension. Sometimes it will be a little longer than 4 minutes. In this particular case, Leo ascendant will be slightly longer, so it is not exactly 2 degrees for 8 minutes. Maybe it is around 9 minutes or 10 minutes for every 2 degrees. But having said that, you will find that in the elder chart, the Lagna starts in Leo at 26:53:17 and sublord is Sun.
Sun.
In the younger chart, Lagna starts in 28:22:30 and the
Sublord is
Lagna's
Moon.
lord is Moon. So already you can see within 7 minutes of difference, the sublord of the Lagna Baba varies for both of them. Okay. Whereas the Lagna sublord is Sun in the case of elder twin, and in the case of younger twin, it is Moon. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, Lagna sublord determines the longevity of the person.
Hmm.
How does it really calculate? Where is the
Sun.
sun deposited? It is in Uttarabhadrapada.
Sublord is Saturn.
Star
Star Lord is
Lord is Saturn,
Saturn.
and Saturn is deposited in the sixth house,
Sixth house.
owning the seventh house. Okay,
Yeah.
so seventh house is essentially what we call Maraka Sthana. Later we will talk in detail about this Maraka Badaka. For all Lagnas born, for all Lagna born, Maraka Sthana. Essentially, it is the activator of danger. Okay, Marakasthana is always second and seventh
Seven.
house. Badakasthana
Hmm. It depends
varies,
on the zodiac signs. Is it
varies according to
Lagna?
Lagna sign.
Yeah.
For Chara
For Char is
Rasi,
11th,
Chara Rasi 11th house,
fixed Rashi 9th,
Sthira Rasi is ninth house.
and dual is 7th.
Upaya Rasi is the
7th.
seventh house.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are the chara? Easy to remember these rasis. You don't have to remember all the zodiacs and all the rasis and things like that. Always start with Lagna in Aries, Chara Rasi,
Char Rashi.
Sthira Rasi, Upaya Rasi,
Hmm.
Chara, Sthira, Upaya, Chara, Sthira, Upaya, Chara, Sthira, Upaya. It is in that order it will come. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So clearly there is in this case Lagna is in Leo. In the younger child also Lagna is Leo. Both are
Fixed.
Sthira Rasi, fixed signs.
Yes.
So the Badakasthana is the ninth house. In this case also it is ninth house. In this case also it is ninth house. And Sun, which is the Lagna sublord for the elder twin, in the star of Uttarabhadrapada owned by Saturn, deposited in the sixth house, owning the seventh house, has no connection with the Badakasthana. Okay, but it is owning the Marakasthana. So therefore, Lagna sublord Sun in Uttarabhadrapada by Saturn equals 6, 7.
Yes, sir.
Maraka. Okay,
Yes, sir.
is seen. Therefore, middle age for the child. Okay, now how do we know this? If Maraka or Badaka, then middle age. If Maraka and Badaka, then less than 33 years.
Okay.
If no Maraka or Badaka, then above
66.
63 years. Middle age means 33 to 66 years of lifespan.
Okay.
Okay. So this elder child will have middle age. Okay. Now let's look at the younger child. Lagna sublord is
Moon
moon. Moon is in Punarvasu Nakshatra,
owned by
owned
Jupiter.
by Jupiter. Jupiter is deposited in which house?
It is posited in the Aries. It eighth house.
Eighth house, owning the fifth house. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's write it down. Lagna sublord is moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra by Jupiter equals 8, 5. No Maraka or no Badaka. Hence, long life.
Long life.
Above 66 years for the younger twin. The elder twin will die before 66, but the younger twin will live longer. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
so if the Jupiter like sign is somewhere around 27th degree, then it will touch the ninth house.
Marakasthana,
Then
Badakasthana, Badakasthana will.
Madagascar.
So the child will live not more than 66.
Yeah, got it.
Okay?
Okay.
I hope you are able to understand the overall longevity of the person. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But otherwise, calculating the exact date of death and things like that is a very, very detailed analysis we will learn in the advanced course. All right. Okay. Vasan, let's get the next
Thank you, sir.
person, please.
Yes, sir. JK Mishra, sir, please unmute yourself.
Namaskaram.
Namaskara, sir. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay. All right. Now let's look at whether the child will be rich or poor, both children. Okay. How do we judge whether the children will be poor or rich?
What is
Which is the house for wealth?
11th house?
Second house. Anything to do with money is second house. You go to houses meaning sheet. You will see this money matter, fortune, profit, gain, worldly attachment, jewelry, bank deposit. All of this is seen from the second house. Okay? Wealth, finance is always the second house. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir.
And the basic rule is very simple. If 2 equals 2, 6, 11, rich. 2 equal to 5, 8, 12, poor. Okay, sir? Keep that in mind. Right. Now, elder. Second house starts in Virgo at 2707. Sublord is
Jupiter.
Jupiter is in the nakshatra of
Bharni.
owned by,
Venus.
and Venus is signifying which houses?
Sir, sixth house.
3 and 10.
Yes, sir. All
Okay.
3 and 10.
3 and 10. So, sixth house is very important because Venus is deposited in the sixth house.
Yes.
And interestingly, Venus is it conjunct with Saturn or not?
It is, with our rule, it is conjunct.
Are you sure it is conjunct?
Yes. Venus equal to 4, 4 and thus the 3, 7, 7. 8, 24, 17.
Where is Saturn? Where is Saturn?
Saturn in sir
1755.
17, 15, 5. Yes.
So is Saturn within the orb of Venus?
No, sir.
No. So they are not conjunct with each other. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So there is no conjunction between Saturn and
Venus.
Venus. So sixth house is one of the strongest houses here. So the elder twin will be reasonably well off in life. We do not see a 5, 8, 12 combination.
Yes, sir.
So the elder twin will be rich. What about the younger twin? Starts in Virgo at 28, 30, 30, 38. Sublord is
Saturn.
Saturn. Saturn is in which nakshatra?
Saturn is in Satvish.
Sadabhisha nakshatra owned by Rahu.
Rahu.
And where is Rahu?
Rahu in 7th house, sir.
Seventh house. Is Rahu conjunct with any nakshatra? Any planet?
So Mercury.
Mercury. It is conjunct with Mercury. Mercury is in Mercury's own star. And Mercury is deposited in the seventh house, owning the 11th house, owning the second house. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And Rahu is aspected by Ketu in moon star. Ketu itself is in the Lagna Bhava, moon is in the 10th house, owning the 12th house. So, overall, only 12 is slightly negating and difficult. Otherwise, 2, 11 are all positive houses. 10 also will be positive houses for the person. So, while the elder twin will be very rich because Venus is in the sixth house, the elder one will be reasonably well off, will not be suffering for money.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next person.
Amit Jigaran, sir, please unmute yourself.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Okay. So now let us analyze the mindset difference between the two children. Okay, they are twins born to the same mother around the same time. Difference is only 6 minutes. Okay, in the same hospital, same father, etc. But still, the mindset may be different. The way to look at that is you should look at the third house. Starts in Libra at 27, 45, 53. What is the sublord?
Venus,
And Venus is ruled by 3 planets. Sign lord of,
Aquarius,
sign lord of,
Saturn,
star lord of,
Rahu,
sublord of.
Mercury.
Okay. You take this and go to the mindset list. There is a 249 mindset list in the toolkit. You go to Sadavisha Nakshatra in Aquarius. What are the 3 planets we saw? Saturn, Rahu,
Saturn, Rahu, Mercury.
Mercury. Can you identify what will be the mindset of the person?
Sir, it is intelligent, Strong mentally would
decision
be
maker, sometimes acts
maker,
in a foolish way, wrong
strong advisor.
advisor. Okay,
Yes.
will end up giving wrong advices to people. So, this is the elder sibling. Keep that in mind. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right. Now, one of the clues for you to correct the birth time is look at the third cuspal sublord. Okay, reasonably accurate list of mindset. So you can verify it for yourself, your son, daughter, husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister. You can look at the birth time. The birth time is wrong, you can correct it until you get the correct mindset for the person. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now, younger sibling, sublord is
Uh, Sun.
Sun is ruled by sign lord of Jupiter, star lord of Saturn, sublord of Saturn. Let's go to Jupiter, Saturn, Saturn. Now tell me, sir, what will be the mindset for the person?
Imaginative, reserved, economic.
Reserved nature,
Reserved
anxious
nature,
person, patient, economical, discontentment will
discontent.
be there, and tendency will be to think like a rich person, not necessarily rich. Okay,
Yes,
think
sir.
like a rich person. The person will think like they're a multimillionaire. That mentality will be like that. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Thank you, sir.
Tirlochan Shahu, sir, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, now let's look at school education for both children. Fourth house will define school education. Sublord of the elder twin is
Jupiter,
in the star of
star of Bharani,
owned
star
by
of Venus.
Venus. And Venus is signifying which houses?
Venus is in sixth house,
Owning
owning the third and 10th house.
third and 10. 4
10th.
equal to 3 is not very positive. 4 equal to 10 is also not very positive. But 4 equal to 6 is positive. Okay?
Sixth house.
Overall, school education will be good for this person. However, you also must consider if there is any conjunction. Is Saturn conjunct with Venus?
17. No.
No. All right, so need not worry about it. So 6, 3, and 10. Maybe some small school change will be there. All right. Failure will not be there, but chances of studying in more than one school is there because of the third house. Change of school is possible for this child. Okay. Now let's look at the younger one. Sublord is
Saturn,
in the star of
star of Sattavisan Rahu, star of
Rahu. And Rahu is conjunct with Mercury, also signifying the seventh house, owning the 11th house, owning the second house. Okay, so reasonably good, but seventh house is not the best of the house for school education. Okay, it will not be a major problem, but it will not like her sister, the younger child will not shine as much as the elder sister, because the elder sister has got Venus in the sixth house. Here it is in the seventh house, so it's okay. It's not a bad house, but it's not a very positive house for school education. Okay, some opposition, some difficulty will be there. But okay, school education will not be affected for this person. Luckily, the planets are not connecting to the eighth house. If it is connecting to the eighth house, then failure will be there in school education. Okay? You can now apply logic also to see that the elder child will have rental income, whereas the younger child will be doing some kind of a real estate business. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Because 4 equal to 7 for the younger child, elder child 4 equal to 6. 4 equal to 6 is rental income. Correct. Thank you, sir.
So, sir, how do we connect to the event like during like which period this person is going to excel? That kind of prediction can we mention?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the next classes.
Okay.
Next class is fully dedicated for Mahadasa, Antaradasa, timing of event. Next 2-3 classes will be like that.
Okay.
2 classes minimum. Yeah, thank you.
Sapna madam, please unmute yourself, madam. Sapna madam, please unmute yourself, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sapna. How are you? Excuse me. All right. Now, both children are girl children. So, let us now look at the childbirth gender rule. I have given you in the rule book the childbirth gender table. First and foremost, you must only look at the mother's horoscope for childbirth, either ovary or birth chart. Then the rules are given like this. First child is seen from the 5th house. 5 equal to 2, 5, 11 with fruitful sign. Second child is 7th house. Each pregnancy is calculated as one childbirth in Krishnamurti Paddhati system. Okay, Sapna?
Okay, sir.
Third child, 9th house. Fourth child, 11th house. Fifth child, 2nd house. Sixth child, 5th house once again. So 5, 7, 9, 11 tool. 5, 7, 9, 11 tool. In that order, the result needs to be seen. Okay? So, first logic is fruitful sign. There are 4 barren signs. You know what they are. Do you remember the barren signs?
Darren Science, no, sir.
So, in the first class itself, we looked at all the barren sign.
Yes.
Aries is a barren sign. Gemini is a barren sign. Leo is a barren sign. Kanya, Virgo is a barren sign. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Those are the 4 barren signs that are there.
Okay, sir.
Now, when we look at the childbirth or even marriage, we should always look at the sublord and the star lord. Both should not be in barren sign. Understood? Any one of them in fruitful sign, then the childbirth will take place, marriage will take place. Okay? Both should not be in barren sign. Understood? All right. Are you there, Ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if the, let us say, first child, if the first child, 5th house, sublord, deposition we need to check. If the it is deposited in Aries between 0 and 20, then the first child will be a male child. 20 to 30 will be female child. In Taurus, 0 to 20 female. In Taurus, 20 to 30 male. In Gemini, 0 to 20 twin. 20 to 30 female, and so on and so forth. The only exception to this table is when the sublord is Mercury and it is in Mercury's own star, in which case it will be neither a male nor a female child.
Yes, sir.
Now help identify here. Fifth cuspal sublord for the elder child is
Sun.
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 And Sun is in which nakshatra?
Uttra Bhadra Nakshatra.
Prabhadrapada, Saturn.
Saturn.
And Saturn is in which house?
Sixth house.
Sixth house in the fruitful sign of Aquarius. Sun itself is in the fruitful sign of Pisces. Okay, but I don't see a 5 or a 2 or a 11 in that. I see a 6 and a 7. Therefore,
7.
medical attention will be required for the child to conceive. For the elder twin, medical intervention may be required. Anytime you see a 6, 8, 12 combination, then medical attention is required. Okay?
Medical
All
attention.
right. Yeah. Now, fifth cuspal sublord is Sun.
Sun.
Sun is in 4 degrees 17 degree minutes in Pisces.
Pisces.
So there is no denial of childbirth. What kind of a child is likely to come for this person after medical intervention?
In the Pisces, 0 to 20 twins, girls.
Two girls are likely to already they are twins.
Yes.
Okay, and both of them are twin girls. So chances are the elder sibling will have a twin girl for them. Okay, now look at the fifth house cuspal sublord of the younger sibling.
Moon.
Sublord is
Moon.
Moon. Moon is in which nakshatra?
Punarvasu. With
Owned
star Lord
by
Jupiter.
Jupiter. And Jupiter itself is deposited in which house?
10th house.
Are you sure it is in the 10th house?
No, no, sir. 8th house.
And it is owning the 5th house. Alright, now Jupiter, is it in a barren sign or fruitful sign?
Barren sign.
And Moon, is it in fruitful sign or barren sign?
Moon is in Mithun. Fruitful sign.
Mithuna is not
Barren, barren. Barren sign.
fruitful.
Barren sign.
Correct. Okay, so fifth cuspal sublord Moon is in
Barren.
barren sign of Gemini in Punarvasu by
Jupiter.
Jupiter in Aries in barren sign of Aries. No childbirth possible for the younger twin. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This is a barren horoscope. No child is possible. But for the elder one, twin daughters are possible. But for the younger one, there will be no childbirth. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Next
Thank you, sir.
person, please.
Raghavendra sir, please unmute yourself.
Namaskaram, sir. Good to see you back
Good.
and healthy.
Good to see you, sir. Thank you very much. So now we are going to discuss disease and how to identify disease for the person. The disease is seen from the sixth house. Starts in Capricorn at 2641 and sublord is
Jupiter.
Jupiter. And Jupiter is ruled by which nakshatra?
Bharani by Venus.
Bharani nakshatra. So what you do is you go to my rule book. Okay, let's go to star wise diseases list. Now, Bharani is a star that rules the head, cerebral hemispheres, organs within the head, and eyes. The list of diseases are likely to be injury in the head, mostly in the forehead, just around the eyes, cold venereal distemper, syphilis affecting face and vision, catra in the head, mucus, moist humors, reins afflicted, weakness due to gratifying one taste and pleasurable emotion in dissipating bad habits. So those are essentially the list of diseases that could potentially come for the elder sibling, elder twin. Now we know that sixth cuspals of Lord Jupiter is in Venus star, so Venus has to also to be judged. Now Venus is deposited in the sixth house. So 6 equal to 6. Aggravation of diseases, low immunity level will also be there. Lagna sublord is Sun is also in Saturn star, sixth house. So very strong sixth house connection is seen from both Lagna and the sixth house. So the elder child will be somewhat a sick child, not a very healthy child.
That's what
Now,
is linked to the longevity also.
possibility. Sixth cuspal sublord in the younger twin is Saturn. Saturn is ruled by Sadabesha Nakshatra. Rahu. Now Sadabesha Nakshatra. Portion between knees and ankles, calf muscles, rheumatism, rheumatic heart, eczema, leprosy, palpitation, high BP, fracture, amputation, lame, guinea worm. All of this is likely to come for this person. Okay?
Okay.
Now Rahu is also deposited in the seventh house, which is the Marakasthana for the person. But however, no imminent life danger as such for the person. But disease will eventually lead to some kind of fatality for this person. Okay?
So, but for the sixth house, seventh house is also a Maraka, right? Second from sixth.
No,
So
it
does
doesn't
it
work
not
like
mean?
that. It doesn't work like that. For the Lagna born, Leo Lagna born, 2-7 are Marakasthana.
And can this also be?
Badakasthana is the ninth house. You don't do relative Maraka Badakasthana. That's not correct. You don't say second house is eighth house, third house is ninth house. Like that, you don't calculate.
No, if I take disease, if the sixth lord is Lagna for disease, then
No,
seven
that's not
becomes
the way to
second.
calculate. Correct. That is not how you calculate. That is a wrong calculation. That is a wrong calculation. Okay?
And can this also be used for birth time correction? Because looks like
Yes.
it's
Yes. You can use the same thing for birth time calculation. That is why I'm walking you through this whole thing slowly so that you understand that each of this is a clue to correct your birth time.
thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Jashwant sir, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Sir, let's look at marriage for both the children. Seventh house starts in Aquarius at 26:53. Sublord is
Venus.
Venus is deposited in which nakshatra?
Rahu, Satabhisha Nakshatra.
Sadabhisha nakshatra, Rahu. Where is Rahu deposited?
Rahu is seventh. It's seventh house.
Seventh house conjunct with Mercury. Mercury is in the seventh house, owning the 11th house, owning the second house. So very strong, happy married life is seen for this person. Okay?
Yes.
No problem with respect to marriage. Now younger sibling. Sublord is
Venus.
Venus. Is in
6th house. Shatabisha Nakshatra Rahu. Owned by
same
Rahu.
combination, 2, 7, 11. So for both of them, the marriage will be successful.
Yes, sir.
Marriage will take place. Now, let us look at how to study the marriage partner looks. Okay. Now, in both the cases, seventh cuspal sublord is in the star of Sadabisha. Okay.
Yes. Rahu.
Which is not listed here in this particular marriage partner looks. What we need to do is we need to replace Rahu or Ketu with that of a planet it is conjoined with. Rahu is conjoined with which planet?
Mercury.
Mercury. Okay?
Yes.
Mercury. So we need to think of Mercury. Okay?
Yes.
Instead of
Rahu.
Rahu Ketu. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So Mercury deposited in which house? Pisces, seventh house.
7th house.
Okay. Let's go to
7th.
Revati Nakshatra. Mercury deposited in Pisces. So can you read, sir, for both of them what sort of a life partner will come?
Short, stout, pale, hair brownish, hair throughout the body, intuitive, understands matters quickly, versatile, good memory, psychic qualities, recreation, boating, analytical mind, dexterous,
Dexterous.
dexterous, find pleasure in nursing.
Nursing, treating people and taking care of them. Okay, so both their husbands will have similar outlook in
Okay.
terms of personality traits. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
you understood how to do that.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Got it, sir.
from which direction will the husband come from for both? Seventh cuspal sublord is Venus.
Venus.
Venus rules the southeast.
Okay.
Okay, here also seventh cuspal sublord is Venus. Venus rules the southeast. So I would have written that also in this list somewhere here. I think if I'm not wrong, direction I have given. Otherwise, I will add it back into the list. Planet direction, there it is.
Okay.
Venus, Venus rules the southeast. So the spouse is likely to come from the southeast direction of where they are living.
Sir, can this be applied for the business partners or?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can try.
Okay. Sure, sir.
Sublord's direction.
Sure, sir. Sure.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Thank you.
Sir, no fresh volunteers, sir. Atul Tyagi sir already connected.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll rotate, no issues.
Atul Tyagi sir, please unmute yourself.
Okay, sir, I have one doubt.
Sir.
So, in case of you are saying to the like childbirth, the first birth is fifth, second is seventh, third is ninth. In case of first twin,
Instead of?
but the first pregnancy may in a twin child,
Yes.
we will consider the second pregnancy as a second or third child.
Second. Second child only.
Okay, now one more point. In case of any miscarriage or abortion, we will consider that child or we will skip that child?
Yes. Each abortion, each pregnancy is one child.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. Good question. All right. Now, higher education streams. How do you know which is most ideal higher education stream to look at?
Ninth house.
Ninth house, we will have to study.
Moon.
Sublord is moon. Now let's go to the rule book. Now moon, whichever house moon is deposited in, that particular house will have a final say in the matter according to Professor K.S. Krishnamurti.
Moon is in 10th house.
Moon is in 10th house for the elder. What is written here?
Public study, art, design, mass media, travel, study of elders.
Study of elders. Okay, geriatrics as they call it. Okay. All right. Now the younger sibling. Ninth cuspal sublord is
Mars.
Mars. And Mars is deposited in which house?
It is in 6th house.
It is in the 6th house. Okay. Let's go to Mars in 6th house. So what is seen?
Real estate, civil, politics, animal, catering.
Correct. So just the 6 minutes difference between the two of them, you can see the list of higher education streams, diseases, mindset, everything is except for marriage. All other things are different. Only marriage seems to be similar for both of them. Otherwise, everything else is different. First house is different, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. 7 alone is the same. Otherwise, everything else is different for both of them. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All the very best. You can validate the 9th house. So, take it with a pinch of salt. It is not a 100% proven system in K.S. Krishnamurti's KP Astrology system, but it works. In many cases, it validates and works very well, but not 100% correct. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Praveen sir, please unmute yourself. Praveen sir, please unmute yourself. Sanjay sir, please unmute yourself.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Sir, now comes the professions. We have seen longevity, approximate age we have checked, medium, short, long life, wealth we have checked, mindset we have checked, school education, childbirth, diseases, marriage, higher education stream. Now comes professions.
Okay, sir.
Now, 10th house defines profession for the person. Sublord of the 10th house is
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Jupiter will give the result of its nakshatra, which
Bharani.
is Bharani. So you go to my
Chart.
star-wise profession list. Bharani nakshatra. You will get a broad list of profession. Can you read it out, sir?
Yeah. Makes money through pleasure, sports, music or musical instruments, art advertisements, show display, exhibition, silver utensils, ever silver, silk, mobile, automobile, fertilizer, industry, railway, factory, cinema, theater, studio, mansion for marriage, animal husbandry, veterinary doctor, slaughterhouse, tea or coffee estate, caterers, hotels, restaurants, criminal lawyer, judge, leather manufacturer, skins and hides, building contractors, engineer, those who assess or pass orders, revenue department, surgeon, maternity, Venereal expert, optician, agriculturist.
Correct. Okay, these are the broad list. So now you may ask, sir, such a long list, sir, how do I narrow it down? Okay,
Correct.
so now I want to show you a narrow list, but I want you to take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, it is not the most accurate list, but nevertheless, you can use this for referrals. Now we know that 10th cuspal sublord is Jupiter and the star lord is Bharani, but there are three planets that it ruled:
Mars, Venus, and
Mars,
Jupiter.
Venus, and Jupiter. Now you go back to 249 sublord wise professions list. Now in that you try and find out the combination of these three planets: Mars,
Mars,
Venus,
Venus, and Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Sportsman, goldsmith, theaters, animal husbandry, farmer, estate owner, judges, income tax officer.
Correct. Now you got a much narrower list. Okay. Now, but this is not the most accurate list, so I don't want you to hold me against it. This is what Professor K.S. Krishnamurti has written and given to us. Sometimes it comes correctly, sometimes it doesn't come correctly, but star-wise list of profession will be accurate. Okay. Now for the younger sibling, sublord is
Saturn.
Saturn is ruled by which are the three planets?
Saturn, Rahu, and Sun. Saturn, Rahu, Sun. Saturn, Rahu, Sun. नहीं सर ऊपर होगा. Saturn, Rahu, Sun. Atomic energy, research and public departments, statistics, mines and mineral, government contractor.
Correct. Those are the broad list. Those are the narrow list. Now, if you look at the broad list, Sadabhisha Nakshatra, we will go. Can you read that, please? Sadabhisha Nakshatra.
Yeah. So scientist, occult subjects, gravitation, dynamics, electricity, atomic theory, air travel, astronomer, astrologer, computer, stretch carrier, renovation of ancient science, history, ration office, census statistics, stock exchange, technician, jail department, transliterations of manuscripts, laboratories, factories, tanneries, counterfeit.
Understood. Okay, so those are the broad list of profession that this person can focus on. Again, please understand that even a few minutes difference between the birth time can have such significant difference between the younger and the elder.
Correct.
So keep that in your mind all the time. Okay?
Sir, I have one query.
Huh.
Sir, this is the regarding the child which are born today or you are somebody. If we want to see our own kid, how this will be? I have to take a horary number from the kids or I have to go with the
birth date, birth
chart.
time. Yeah. And this
Birth
also is a good idea to use the birth chart to validate.
Okay, birth chart, sir, time may not be correct, so you have
That is why I'm telling you it's a good opportunity for you to validate the birth time and correct the birth time.
According to the profession they are going in.
Correct. Whether their school education is okay, health is okay, mindset is okay, whether the higher education stream is okay, job is okay, disease is okay, marriage okay. You can check everything according to their age. How much ever you can validate, you can validate. And correct the birth time also.
Okay, then no need for horary number. Just see the birth time, see what they have done in life up till now, and then you just see the timing ke hisab se, then you can make it nearest to that time.
Correct.
You have to make various charts then means, but after every 4 minutes, 3 minutes, you have to make various
Why
charts
do
so
you
that
want
it
to do
matches.
it? You take whatever is written in the birth chart. Okay. Then check first house, second house, third house. Third house is wrong.
Mhm.
Correct that.
Correct the time. Okay.
Correct the time. So either it has to be 1 or 2 minutes before or 1 or 2 minutes after. That's all, no?
ठीक है sir. I'll try.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Sapna madam, please unmute yourself.
So,
Okay. So I now want to ask you if you all have any doubts. Let me just clarify all the doubts before we move on to Dasa Bhukti Antara.
Sapna madam.
Any doubts? Any doubts, Sapna, on what you have
yes,
learned
sir.
so far? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Sir, the profession just in the higher education, whatever you taught now, is what.
Vasan, I'm not able to understand what she's asking. Are you able to
No, sir.
understand?
No, sir. Voice is
Sir,
cracking, sir. Unable to hear.
yeah, sir, means if you have given the list of the profession, you mean to say the child will be interested in this field, and is it necessary that he will choose that field only?
That is what Professor K. S. Krishnamurti has told us. Take it with a pinch of salt. It's not a 100% proven system as such.
No, sir. In case of higher education, also you have
That is what
given the
I'm saying,
streams,
madam.
so
I
it will be the
understood your
mindset of
question.
child.
Not the mindset. That is the aptitude for the person to learn. Okay, what Professor K. S. Krishnamurti has written and given to us is according to the deposition of the ninth cuspals of Lord, higher education stream can be selected for the child.
Okay. Okay. So one more question. In the childbirth, when you say कि we have to see the birth chart of the mother to see the
Yes,
childbirth, so father's chart doesn't play any role.
his contribution is very little, no, in life anyway.
Okay.
Always see
Okay.
the mother's birth chart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Television Shah, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Trilacham.
So, sir, can you please repeat how that birth time correction, like let's say we took like the houses and saw that mindset, we'll get in the 249 mindset table and uh, find an appropriate mindset, then how do we actually come back to the time? I mean,
Okay,
I could not completely got that.
let us take this particular child, twin elder. The
Right.
sublord is Venus.
Mm.
Third cuspal sublord is Venus. And Venus is ruled by Saturn, Rahu, Mercury.
Right.
What does the mindset say? Mindset, if you go Saturn, Rahu,
Rahu Mercury.
Mercury, intelligent, strong decision making person, sometimes, however, acts in a foolish way, wrong advisor. Let us say that we find that the mindset is wrong.
Right.
Okay? Child is not depicting any of this mindset, which means birth time is wrong.
Correct.
Okay? Now let us say that we correct the birth time. Let us say that the birth time is changed to 1759. Now here also it is Venus. Venus is not one of them. Let's go 1 minute earlier. That also is there. Oops. Venus
Yeah,
is
it's
such a
already.
long space, no?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why it is taking time. Okay. Now here the third cuspal of Lord is Sun. Now Sun is ruled by Jupiter, Saturn, Saturn. Now we go to the mindset and check Sun, Jupiter, Saturn,
Saturn.
Saturn. Imaginative, reserved nature, anxious, patient, economical, discontentment, mentality of a rich person. Let us say this is matching 100%. Okay, then we know for sure that the birth time is likely to be around 602. Not necessarily it is 602. We have to match everything else: sixth house, seventh house, ninth house, 10th house. Okay, 11th house, first house, second house, school education, fourth house, childbirth, fifth house. Check all the houses one by one and correct it manually.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nikhil, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, you are having a high cough. Why you are not taking a kada?
Sorry,
Kada made at home.
what is
With
Kada?
okay, it's a you can say herbs one, right? You have to take the cardamom. You have
Send it to
uh,
me privately, sir. There
okay.
are 60 people, 68 people in the class.
I'll do that. It will
Please
help.
send it to
Okay.
me
My
privately.
question is basically, sometimes people start asking that do I have the government job in my chart or not? So
Huh.
as a profession list, we will we get confused. So how we will do that?
So check Sun or Moon. If it is signifying the 10th house, then central government or state government job is possible.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good. That's good. I got it.
Jeshwant sir, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Jashwant.
Sir, I came across a scenario yesterday. I was looking at chart where the disease list, whatever they were facing, I was able to match that. I matched to the disease what the person was facing, but I came to profession. Profession was totally different. So at that time, to rectify it, if I change the birth time, the disease will change.
I know it's a very
So
dicey thing. Yeah.
yeah. So at that time, how do I judge the birth time corrections? Or it will be difficult.
Tough, very tough.
Okay.
But time rectification is one of the toughest things to do. So always best is to go with the horary for predictions.
Okay, sir. Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. I'll choose in that way. Yeah. If
Yes.
yep. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nikhil sir, please unmute yourself.
Welcome, Alamud and Master. Gratitudes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for this course. I'm loving it. You changed my life. And my question is, I was checking one horoscope, and it was saying she was asking marriage. So for marriage, it was coming 257. It was coming 5. So love marriage is seen. But when I was checking Mahadasha, in Mahadasha, it was coming 3. So marriage is seen by advertisement. So should we say that this Mahadasha will support marriage because love marriage is not seen, but marriage through advertisement is seen?
No, it's not like that. If the sublord is promising love marriage, then we have to find the conjoined period of 25711 for Dasa Bhukti Antara Sukshma for marriage, not just the Mahadasa Lord.
Okay. So with Mahadasha, we have to also see Dasha Bhukti Antara. If it is going to signify 25711, then love marriage is possible during that time.
No, you got confused. That's not what I said. Is the seventh Kaspal sublord promising marriage through love or marriage through advertisement?
Love,
First, you decide.
love.
So nobody can deny that.
Yes,
When will that marriage take place? Next question.
yes.
In the conjoined period of four planets signifying 2, 5, 7, 11. Over.
Okay. If 25711 will come, then marriage will take place. But if 3 is coming, and 25711 is not coming either,
So
in
what?
either.
Let 3 come, let 8 come, till 12 come, let 6 come, let 1 come, 10, everything let it come.
Okay, so
Sir,
marriage.
a planet will signify not just these four houses, sir. It can be a combination of multiple houses. Let's take this particular child for example. Okay. Now Mercury is signifying 2, 7, 11. So very strong marriage activation is seen 2, 7, 11.
Okay.
Okay. But if you see Venus 7, 6, 3, 10,
Yes.
so will the marriage take place or not?
The marriage will take place, I think.
How do you know? That you
Yes.
can decide only by looking at the seventh cuspal sublord.
Yes.
Sublord
Yes.
is Venus. Venus is in Rahu's star. Rahu is in the seventh house conjunct with Mercury 2, 7, 11. So Venus, Mercury, Venus combination. So Venus will get the person married. Mercury also will get the person married. Child born on the 2024 March 18. So there is no Punarpu dosha and things like that. So marriage will take place at the appropriate time.
Okay. I have another question. I was trying to do BTR. Let us say sixth Kaspal sublord is Rahu for disease,
Hmm.
and Rahu is signifying Ashwini. But
Hmm.
in the horoscope, Rahu was in Ashwini, Rohini.
Hmm.
So it have to come back 18 months to come to travel in Ashwini. So I think it was not a right approach from me. Am I right or wrong?
I haven't yet taught you how to look at the exact time of event. Wait for my class so that you will get it clear.
No. My question is for birth time rectification, disease is falling in Rohini.
Okay, is there any planet in Rohini Nakshatra in the birth chart?
Let us say it is Mars.
So sixth cuspal sublord will be Mars then.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have to see when Mars will come back in the Ashwini Nakshatra, so that
There's
disease
no
will
question of coming back and going forward and things like that. A horoscope is a photograph, it is not a cinema.
okay.
Moon is in photograph to be in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Is the disease ruled by Punarvasu. So therefore sixth cuspal sublord will be Moon. Period. Full stop.
Okay, I still didn't get you. Can you please explain, please?
Sir, in this case, sixth cuspal sublord is Saturn. Okay.
Yes.
Now we look at Saturn's star lord Rahu, star is Sadabhisha. We go through the Sadabhisha nakshatras diseases. Okay, Sadabhisha
Yes.
nakshatras Diseases. Let's go to star-wise diseases. We look at all of this. We find that none of this is matching.
Hmm.
Okay? So sixth cusp pulse of blood is not Saturn, we conclude.
Okay.
Okay? So either it can be Jupiter or Mercury. Okay?
Okay.
Then we
Okay.
look at Jupiter is in Bharani Nakshatra. Then we look at Bharani Nakshatra's list of diseases. This is perfectly matching with the child. All
Okay.
of these kind of problems are there for the child.
Okay.
So sixth cuspal sublord is not Saturn but Jupiter. Matter over. Correct the birth time until you get sixth cuspal sublord as Jupiter. Understood?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Dharmesh Sanganisi, please unmute yourself. Dharmesh sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I have no doubt. Actually, I was waiting for my turn to participate.
Yeah. Just keep your hands up, sir. We will get another opportunity for you. Next.
Harinder sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Vasan sir. Pranam sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pranam sir. Sir, my question is like if somebody is coming and he's asking the question, who means we will be seeing the horary, and the person is asking for somebody else, like his relative or something. So should
Yes.
it be okay if we get the horary number from the person for which he is asking over phone, or is it okay the questioner
How
should
is
give
that person related to the actual person?
for example, some lady is coming and he is asking for his father.
The
So,
relationship is list is given. Ninth house is for father. Okay.
so sir, my question is horary number who will give, his father or she? We can take from her only.
Or for say Vignesh Kumar's father's health. Let's take an example.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the question was asked on 30th of November 2021. Right? Now, who gave the number? Vignesh Kumar gave the number 9. For
Okay, sir.
whom is he
Understood.
giving? For whom is he
Understood.
giving this number? He is giving for the sake
For
of
his
his father's
father.
health.
Okay,
So
sir.
now you draw the chart and rotate the chart to the ninth house. That means what? You take the ninth house. Ninth house is starting in Sagittarius at 7:45. You mark this. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir.
This is the ninth house. Now, what you do is you make the ninth house the first house
Okay, okay. As Lagna.
as Lagna. Okay. Now,
Okay.
ninth house was in the original horoscope Sagittarius at 7:45. Now, what happens here? The same 7:45 in Sagittarius has become Lagna. 10th house became the second house. 11 became the third house. 12 became the fourth house.
Got it, sir.
1 became the fifth house, and so on and so forth.
Got it, sir.
Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
Now, in this, you check the sixth house disease, no?
Hmm.
Mars. Mars is in Vishaka Nakshatra owned by Jupiter. And Jupiter is deposited in the third house. So, reasonably good health, no major problem. All
Okay, sir.
right?
Okay. Sir, I have.
Same thing you can do for mother. Same thing you can do. Mother is fourth house, child
Fourth
is
house.
fifth house, boyfriend, girlfriend, fifth house, servant, employee, sixth house, younger brother, younger sister, third house,
Third
elder
house.
brother, elder sister, third, 11th house. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Spouse,
Understood.
seventh house. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Sure. So, sir, one more question is there. Like we are studying the diseases. So there are some diseases which are very critical, like cancer or some traumas are there, and
Rahu,
which are
Rahu or
terminal diseases.
Saturn. Understood.
Okay.
Rahu or Saturn should be the sixth cuspal sublord or star lord. Then cancer like diseases is assured.
Okay. So in those cases, people generally ask for remedies and some sort of support. Like this is very difficult situation is.
Teach you in the last class
Okay.
remedies without any major expenses.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Atul Tyagi sir, please unmute yourself.
Sir, one little doubt. Somebody asked me about the whether he want to enter into the food business like the cloud kitchen or restaurant. So we should see the seventh house.
Partnership business is seen from the seventh house,
Hmm.
but food business is also seen from the fourth house.
Acha, fourth house.
Yeah.
And suppose he want to start his food business in a partnership, then the seventh house.
Yes.
Okay. Because I have considered this, I have checked it with this seventh house. Okay, in case of seventh house, the rule is seventh is equal to 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11.
2, 6, 11 should come. Income.
2, 6, 11.
Yeah.
Okay, but in my
5,
case,
8, 12 is loss.
okay, but in my case, output come is 7 is equal to 10 and ownership with 1 and the 8th house.
Not a very positive indication.
Okay. So in case of food business, I should see the 4th house.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
and
you,
what
sir.
will be the rules, sir? 4th house for?
Same, 2, 6, 11. Income.
2, 6, 11.
We need income.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Abhishek answer, please unmute yourself.
Namaskar, sir. Abhishek.
Hi, Abhishek.
Sir, we've talked about birth time rectification and we've used softer factors, mindset, and things like those. There are harder factors available, or rather more firm factors available.
There
Like,
is a system called as the ruling planet system. I will teach, but it's a very dicey thing.
my question was, sir, there are firmer things like marriage, birth of a child, which are like fixed, and
Correct.
they're quite
This,
firm, unlike
there
mind.
is there is even more finite event than marriage. Death.
That hasn't happened though. Rectification on death may be difficult.
I know.
It will happen.
It may be a little too late to do the actual correction of birth time after a person died, but that's in fact is the most finite, accurate event in life. Happens only once in a lifetime.
So,
Almost everything else can happen more than once, but death can come only once.
so in this set, which one is the most useful then for birth time rectification, like marriage?
All events of life. But birth time rectification is one of the most difficult, dicey, confusing, erroneous system. No matter which system you try, it will go wrong.
So why I'm kind of pursuing birth time rectification is simply because with horary, and we said horary we can use for prediction, while we should not use birth chart for prediction. But horary is also another random, horoscope or random time that has
But it
come.
always works accurately. Horary always works accurately. You'll be amazed how accurate horary system is.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Kiran Rani, madam, please unmute yourself.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes. Yes, ma.
Actually, I have a one question regarding if is there any specific date for starting new business? or buying a new.
Fortuna. I will teach you during Fortuna class, last class of the workshop. This boot camp is Fortuna. I'll teach you.
Any specific day is the good for the business starting, like when?
Fortuna. I will teach you in Fortuna class.
Oh, okay, sir. Thanks.
Thank you.
Raghavendra sir, please unmute yourself.
Sir, if question is about that the child, a father is asking the question, the child has gone through a surgery, is it successful or not? So according to what you said, we have to change the lagna to the 5th house, take the honorary number from the
No, if the
father's.
father is asking, then it is 11th house. Mother is asking, first child, 5th house, second child, 7th house, and so on.
Okay. And what house do we see for success of surgery? 6th house again? 6 is
8th
5?
house. Treatment is seen from the 8th house. 8 equal to 511. Disease complete cure is 6 equal to 511.
Okay. Understood. Sir, and another question I got is somebody is going through 4th pregnancy. So first and third were abortion, second was went through but out of complications. Fourth, they're going through right now. Then I checked the 11th house. This is for the mother, not for the father. And it's come 12 and 2. 2 is favorable, but what does 12
So,
mean?
what is the sublord?
I have to check, sir.
If it is Sun, Ketu, Mars, then they are abortive planets.
Okay.
Check you said first and the third child are aborted, right?
Correct.
Miscarriage. So
Correct.
check which was the sublord of the first house, first child and the third child.
Okay.
Check the second child sublord.
Okay.
Okay. Fourth child sublord is also happens to be the same as second child sublord. Childbirth will go through. Some difficulty will be there.
Jupiter, sir. For the 11th.
Jupiter is good. Jupiter is good. It's a good plan. Not in barren sign, no.
No.
In the star of?
I have to check 1 second. It is in the star of Bharani. So it's a barren sign.
Venus. Venus is deposited in which sign?
Venus is in 12.
No, sign. Zodiac sign.
Venus is in Aquarius.
Hey, this is a horary chart you're checking, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, today's chart.
Yeah, but Venus is in a fruitful sign, no?
Yeah.
Only Aries is Bharani Nakshatra, Aries is barren sign, but then Venus is in fruitful sign of Aquarius. Medical treatment may be required.
Okay. Understood.
Is Venus conjunct with any planet? It is not. Tomorrow it will be.
No, it is not.
Today it is not conjunct with Saturn. Tomorrow it will be conjunct with Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay. All fine. No issues.
Okay. Thank you.
All this. Check the Mahadasa Antara also, just to make sure that Dasa Bhukti Antara is supporting, especially Mahadasa Antara Dasa is supporting.
Sai Suman sir, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I have one doubt, sir. Do we use the concept of Shadbala in KP astrology to check
No, sir.
if the planet gives good results or not?
No, sir.
Okay, sir. And the concept of aspect is, sir, maybe you use the concept of conjunction. Similarly, do we use the
conjunction and opposition, both are sufficient.
Okay, sir. So we don't use the concept of the Shadbala, the strength of the planets, nothing.
No, we don't.
Thank you, sir.
Planets signification table I have anyway given to you.
Yes,
If
sir.
you look at the planet position signification, you can go through this. This list also will give you some idea about what planets are talking about. Moon, let us say Mars, is in the second house, irritable, extravagant, increase in income, equal expenses, education affected, mixes with wicked people, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
And go through that list.
Okay.
Then,
Please, sir. Yes, sir. Can you next?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir, giving. Yeah,
Sure.
sir, you said कि if somebody is asking the horary question for father, we check the ninth house.
Right.
So for I want
We
to check for
rotate
in-laws, so I
to the
will check
ninth.
like brother, sister, or
You should
for
rotate
in-laws
the
also.
horoscope. You should rotate the horoscope to that particular house. Okay. Let's take one example. Vasudha Lakshmi, father in law's health. Asking about father in law. Which house is for father in law? Husband is seventh house. Okay? Husband's father. Which house is husband's father? Ninth house counted from 7. Okay, Sapna?
Yes, sir.
So you count and tell me which is the house counting 9 from 7. So 7, 8,
Fourth house.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.
Third house.
Third house.
Okay.
Okay. So what you do? You now rotate this chart to the third house. So third house will become the Lagna. Now this will represent the father-in-law. Now sixth house, sublord is Saturn. Saturn is in Rahu Nakshatra. Rahu is deposited in the fifth house. So 100% good health, no doubt.
So in case of horary, like I'm the beginner, so I take the question in advance and do the prediction later on. So I take the time when I am doing the prediction. So that is fine.
Yes. Look, whatever may be the case, you as an astrologer, the minute you sit down to predict for the person, that minute is important. All decisions must be taken by you at that minute. The horary number is the original number given by the queryist. Okay? But otherwise, the moment you decide, you have to draw a chart for that minute.
So one question, it is not related to the topic which you have taught, but I can't trust for this answer from anyone else. So 2 years back, minor attack, heart attack, and he was hospitalized, and doctor
We
said it is
lost
not
you, madam.
life threatening. Due to the 2 days, the angioplast will be done. But hello,
We can't hear you.
sir, am I audible?
A little better now.
Sir, 2 years back, my brother-in-law got a minor attack. He was hospitalized, and doctor said it is not life-threatening. So after 2 days, he was supposed to do the angioplasty, but unfortunately, same night he had a major brain hemorrhage and he stopped responding. So since
Oh.
last 2 years, he is in coma, and
Oh.
that day itself we did everything what we were able to, like we did the Mahamrityunjay, we did the Sanjeevani and everything. So I was told at that time by the person who was doing all this thing, okay, we have closed the door of death. Is it possible?
We have closed what? I don't
Door
understand.
of death for him.
We have
So that's
closed the
what I
door
also
of death. Meaning what? That he will
means.
not die, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it possible?
I don't know if it is possible for people to defeat Yama, then he will be the most powerful human being in the whole world, no?
So that's what I wanted to know from you. Okay, is it practically possible, or it is just like people are saying or bluffing anything?
In order to give some hope, some strength of mind, people generally like to say whatever they want to say. Nobody has the power to overcome death. It is a finality that is waiting for all of us. Nothing we can do anything about. And it will come
So
according to the planet signifying Maraka Badaka. If a person is not dying, that means the time has not come for him to die.
so if I want to check his revival from the coma, I should check his 11th house, 9th house.
Lagna,
My brother-in-law. My
Lagna,
brother-in-law.
Lagna, Lagna. You can take a horary, rotate it to the correct house. Brother-in-law, no? So, seventh house is for your husband. And a brother-in-law is not your sister's husband, but
My husband's brother.
husband's younger brother or elder brother?
Elder brother. He's 46.
Fifth house. You can take a horary, rotate it to the fifth house.
Okay.
And in that rotated chart, check the Lagna. Select the Dasa Bhukti Antara. All the best. Sorry to hear. He's still in coma, huh?
Yeah, since last 2 years he is in coma.
My goodness. Check in his birth chart. If the sixth house is ruled by
The time is
Ashwini,
not sure.
check the Ashwini. It doesn't matter. Even if the birth time is wrong, check if there is any planet in Ashwini Nakshatra.
Okay.
That alone is capable of giving this. All the best. My prayers and blessings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ranganai, madam, please unmute yourself.
Sir, Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, sir.
Sir, you have been telling that we need to rotate, no, according to the thing, whoever is the relation we are holding with for the horary thing. But is it available in RVA software, sir?
Yeah, everywhere it is available. You need to be logged in to rotate the chart. Possible. But you don't need any software for it. As long as you have the basic chart, you can manually recalculate, no?
Degrees and all won't change, just only
Nothing
the
will
house,
change. Only the
house of
sublord will
placement.
change. Only the sublord will change. First,
RVA, I don't think.
supposing you are asking for your father, ninth house will become Lagna. That's all.
So I need to take it as first house and then I'll have to rearrange the thing.
Rearrange everything, correct.
So everything will remain the same, but for the house 1, 2, 3, 4.
All planets will remain the same. Only thing is it will rotate. That's all. 9 will become 1, 10 will become 2, Okay, 11 will become 3 and so on and so forth for father.
Then that I can do it manually also, no?
Yeah, you can manually do.
Nothing is going to change, degrees or anything. Everything will remain the same.
Nothing
Only
will
thing,
change.
house and CSL will change.
Correct. That
From the chart.
particular house, Lagna, which is the Lagna, for the father, ninth house is your ninth house is your father's Lagna.
Mm.
Okay, your 11th house is your elder brother or elder sister's Lagna. Your 7th house will be your husband's Lagna. Your 5th house will be your first child's Lagna. Your 3rd house will be your younger siblings' Lagna, and so on and so forth. 4th house sublord will be Lagna sublord for mother.
So for the horary chart, if it is not pertaining to self, we need to necessarily change the houses according to the relationship. Is that a basic
Yes,
thumb rule?
basic thumb rule, correct.
Okay. If in case I'm doing it for my daughter, and
Yes.
okay, now I'm just taking some horoscope and I'm arriving at the predictions. If in case
Yes.
my daughter comes and she wants to do the same questioning, can I generate one more horary based on her question?
Yeah. See, query must be genuine. There must be a genuine query by your daughter or whoever is the query is. As long as the query is genuine, you can go ahead and give prediction.
No, in previous classes, you told that there is a time gap to ask the question once again.
See, basic thing is you are an astrologer, I am an astrologer. I don't want people to come to me every half an hour and keep asking me what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, what will happen. It's total madness, no, to sit and predict
Okay.
for such people.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. So if it is genuine, it can be repeated from the person for whom I am doing.
Query must be genuine. If there is a
Okay.
very genuine, supposing somebody comes and asks, okay, supposing let us say my mother-in-law comes and asks, wants to know, should I take my husband for medical checkup today? I check it and say, no, don't take it today, not a good day. Okay.
Hmm.
So Saturn, let us say, is the eighth cuspal sublord. It's a misleading plan. Hey, Saturn has come. Don't take it today. We will check later. So it comes back after 2 days. Okay. I again sit down.
Yeah.
Again take a horary, check all the analysis and say, no, today also planets are not supporting. So don't go.
Hmm.
Postponed. Another day she will come. Understood?
Okay. So the decision lies with the astrologer, and they have to judiciously verify the query. I mean, whatever is the
Correct.
question,
Correct.
whether it
Query
can be
must be
taken today.
genuine. Must be genuine query. The query is genuine, you can ask any number of times. But the query is not genuine if the person is anxious. Because of
Yeah.
the anxiety, every half an hour they're coming and checking.
Okay.
No point in looking at it. Supposing, let us say, somebody has invested money in the stock market. Okay. Every minute market will go up and down, up and down, up and down. Every minute they can't come and ask, okay, will I make money? Will I lose money? Will I make money? Will I lose money? You will lose your peace of mind talking to a client like that.
And
Understood?
one more thing, Guruji. We are taking horary and checking the promise of event. And then even the Mahadasa, Antardasa should be taken only in that horary horoscope or from the birth
Yes.
chart.
No, horary. I'll teach
Okay.
you next class. I will walk you through the entire thing of ruling planet and Dasa Bhakti Antara timing, everything I will teach you.
So
Leisurely we will go through.
why do we need a BTR then?
Up to you.
No, is it really needed? I'm just asking. When everything can be
BTR,
ascertained through horary.
I don't think it is necessary, but then many people may not like my answer. So I said, all the very best. Try, do your best. If you want to change the birth time rectification, you want to do it, but it's a very dicey, difficult thing.
In the interest of the students, what would you suggest?
In the interest of your peace of mind, I will say don't do BTR.
Okay. It's very
You
clear.
know, No, you can ask any number of people who have attempted BTR, they will only get confused in the process. And correct birth time also, for instance, I don't know my correct birth time. Till today, I have not been able to do BTR at all. So is Manju. Manju also doesn't have the correct birth time.
So all the predictions can be based on horary comfortably.
Very much, yes. Vasan also doesn't have, no?
Yes, sir. 4 times I tried. Every time it's coming correct and not matching. One time.
Correct.
Same case here, sir.
There you go. Kaushal sir also doesn't.
Okay, then if all stalwarts are going by this horary, then I'll also go for that.
Best. Why get confused?
Yes. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.
Dharmesh Angani, sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, actually, the same thing I was asking whether why there is a need of birth time rectification when the horary is such a powerful system.
Correct. Always better to go with horary.
Yeah, the doubt was when you are counting, for example, the child. Okay, every pregnancy remain is considered whether it is aborted or not aborted, right?
Correct.
Okay. So now, in case of marriage, whether the engagement is broken, and but when you can, in astrology, when can we say that marriage is happened?
Registration of marriage.
Okay. So fine. So the thing is like that: the first wife, second wife will be seventh, first wife seventh, second ninth, then 11th. But if one of the wife dies, then we have to see directly from the second house.
Correct.
Okay, understood.
All right. Okay, folks. I have strained myself a little more than necessary, but then I'm happy that I did it. So hopefully I will be able to get back to my full steam very soon. I am a little tired now, so I will take a break. I will see you in the next class. Till then, may the Almighty Force and our Guru always be there with you. Good luck. Be blessed by the Divine. Thank you, Kaushal. Thank you, Vasan. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Vadagal, sir.
Vadagal, sir.
Thank you.